Hey London, how's it going, man?
How's it going? How's it going, bro?
I'm good. I'm good. I got questions for you, so let's jump right into it. And
Yep.
this is also spoiler territory, so these interviews are not going till up after premiere. But like season five starts off with a big bang, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna have a lot of fans talking on the internet when it happens. I want to know how was your reaction when you learned that about the big death coming in the first episode of the final season, and how does that shape your character going forward this season?
I think that what a lot of people don't know is I lost my brother in 2015, right? Same with
Wow,
Gun
my
Down and
condolences.
everything. So I don't know how the writers, I don't know if they knew that or not, but it felt like I was like, man, I don't know if they incorporated that kind of thing into the story, but finding out about this stuff, there are a lot of things that were real for me. Like there's a scene where Marvin has to go to the coroner's office or whatnot and go see and check his brother. That was something I didn't do. I didn't get a chance to do with my brother. My mom did that. But so walking through that, that was, I remember on set, there were some times where I had to just gather myself. And I was like, man, this what is like. So all that stuff, episode one was more real than I think people even realize. And then actually, the first day of shooting, the day before, I got a call. My grandmother passed. So London and Marvin was living that in real time. So
Mm.
all those tears um, were just very present. So I didn't really have to like go to some place, but just really listening and responding accordingly. All that stuff. I was just very present for that stuff. So to read about that stuff, I just try to be extremely present and not get so caught up in what London was going through, but allowing London to show up as Marvin would need him to be.
Man, my condolences for that story, man.
Oh, it's all
Sorry to
good.
hear that. Yeah, Marvin has had one of the most profound character arcs that I've seen in a television show before. Like, are you proud of this character's progression throughout the seasons as the season went on?
I'm glad. Well, I hope that the audience is able to feel the work that I was trying to bring to Marvin. Man, I just be trying to put in good work, man, and keep it going. That's all. I just want to show up every day for work, ready to go, and really make Marvin a real person. So, I you can only hope. I mean, the time will tell if people are going to really sit with this character. I enjoyed it. It was fun for me. Like I'm a fan of Marvin. I don't. Some actors have a hard time. Like I can't watch myself. I don't feel like that. I mean, I'm not looking at me. I'm looking at Marvin. So I can watch the show as a total outside fan of it. And I like Marvin. Marvin is very complex, but he's a good guy. And he's changing. He's growing. Therapy. He and his daughter. Rockstar gave him more responsibilities as the seasons moved on. So Marvin has grown, and I like characters that we can see arc. So I enjoyed it myself personally.
Yeah, I always enjoy Marvin. He always blesses us with a meme moment or a gift moment too.
Yeah,
Speaking of that, speaking of that, your character always has a way of conveying things. He's a very serious man, but he's also funny.
yeah.
He has a lot of hilarious moments throughout the season. How did you balance that with this character? How does that, making sure one minute he's funny, one minute he's out here kicking down doors and
I think you know what
knocking
I
people
think
up?
it's to your question. I think it's just playing him honest
Mhm.
in real time and really listening and responding accordingly. So the comedic timing, a lot of that is London showing up because Marvin is not the comedic relief at all. It's not. He's just really living his truth. But
Mhm.
London's timing and knowing what the funny is, that's just London and Marvin are the same in that way, where you know it's not forcing the funny, but it just shows up and right when it needs to. And I think that was just London finding these moments to present that because they're not necessarily writing jokes for Marvin like they did for like a character like Famous. Famous was I felt was a comic relief. Marvin is just being Marvin. And I think the audience, once they felt like they could trust Marvin, starting in season two, then that's when I felt like the audience was on his side. Then by season three, I felt like the streets was on Marvin's side when he took out the Italians. So now it's both sides. And then when Marvin was with the therapist, I felt like women like that charming side of Marvin kind of doing the relationship thing. And then also when Marvin developing a better relationship with his daughter, that's when I felt like I got the grandmothers involved. So everybody started to see a part of them that they could connect to. And I think that's what the audience enjoys about Marvin.
Awesome. Well, they gave me the rap sign. London, it was a pleasure talking to you again. You did phenomenal on the show, and I'm always looking forward to seeing you on my television sets and movie screens more
It's on the
throughout
way.
time.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you,
Of
brother.
course. Of course. Thank you.
Thank you, man.